Just got a box from Southern Muscle and PE Science, guys. Code MATTSM to get discounts on products. I believe the code gets you a 15% off, and the products are top quality. These are PE Science products, but anything you get from Southern Muscle is going to be top notch. I've been shopping, and I was a former employee of Southern Muscle. I still do work with Southern Muscle now, and there's no gimmicks when it comes to the supplements that they carry. So let's see what we got. We got collagen, chocolate. This is type 1 and type 3 collagen with vitamin C. If you're someone who has joint pain, knees, elbows, wrists, whatever it might be, collagen. Especially if you're someone who's getting older and you need a little extra support, collagen is key, but you want to also have it with vitamin C so you get a good dose of vitamin C in here to actually help it synthesize. So we got that. Crucial supplement here, Mag GP. This is magnesium. If you're someone who has issues with sleep, maybe you have constipation. I know so many of my clients have issues with sleep, and then when I turn them on to magnesium, they're like, I'm sleeping the best I ever had in my life. Not only will it help with sleep and constipation, but it's also going to help you not be stiff, tight, and sore. If you're someone who's constantly stiff and tight, well, magnesium is the relaxation mineral, so supplementing this is key. And especially right now with it being hot out, you're sweating more, you're depleting your minerals and electrolytes. If you're someone that's dieting, you're going to need more minerals and electrolytes because you don't have as much places to put those electrolytes and minerals because you're sweating them out in the gym. This is so key. Omega-3. I take 8 of these a day, guys. Women should take about 4. Men, I would say at least 8. This is going to be what helps your body maintain that balance. This is also going to play a role in whether you're stiff and tight or fatigued or sore, or if you have joint issues. Just these 3 products alone are going to have some direct effect on your joints. A lot of people's diets are high in inflammatory fats like omega-6s, omega-9s, and we need to balance that with omega-3s. What omega-3s are going to do, they're good for your brain, they're good for your cardiovascular health, they're good for insulin sensitivity so you can actually burn fat and use your carbs inside the muscle. This says take 2. I take 8. Take a minimum of 2. But if you're a woman, I recommend 4. If you're a guy, I recommend 6 to 8 pills a day. Then we've got some high volume, non-stim pump product here. This is going to be your go-to for endurance, for pump, for getting that good feeling in the gym. All right, it's going to help you get through your workouts and bring oxygen to the muscles more so you don't get as much of that burning, and you could go for longer and harder in your training. And then if you need the extra energy, you've got Prolific. Both of these are in guava pineapple punch. This is the newest flavor, and it's absolutely delicious, as well as some of these samples they sent me as well, which is Snickerdoodle Select Protein, and then peanut butter cookie, amino IV, and then another sample of high volume. This is the raspberry lemonade flavor, also a really good one, especially sipping on it this summer, sipping on some raspberry lemonade. Delicious. Have it with some ice, head on into the gym, get that good workout in. All right, guys, code MATTSM. Get yourself some of the best subs on the market. Peace. Okay, guys, we've got high volume in here for the pump. We've got Prolific. I need the energy today. I'm taking 1 scoop. We're going to go ahead and share it. So we put 2 in here. She's going to drink half. I'm going to drink half. Sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. I also have some aminos in here, but this is going in before the gym. We're going to add a little bit extra. And the reason for that is this helps you stay hydrated, guys. I'm telling you right now, with it being so hot here in Florida, you need the extra minerals and hydration. You just need the extra stuff. If you're deficient in minerals, you can experience headaches. You could have issues sleeping. You could have issues going to the bathroom. You could have muscle cramps and muscle spasms. And if you have a muscle cramp or muscle spasm when you're under a weight, it is dangerous. I've even strained my pec because my mineral balance is off. So load up on the minerals, load up on the water, stay hydrated, and just having a little bit of pink salt throughout the day with your meals is key, but also taking some while you're working out, while you're sweating. That's a pro tip. Off to the gym. Okay guys, another shameless plug here, wrapping up the Southern Muscle wrist wraps before this set of shoulder press, machine shoulder press. Now, I just like the wrist wraps, and you can see I'm wearing my belt too. I just like to kind of feel snug. I just feel overall being compact. I don't know, it makes me feel safe when I'm lifting, and I guess if you feel safe and secure, you could put out a little bit more. It's mostly mental. But they do work for wrist pain too. I used to have I wouldn't say weak wrists, but smaller wrists, and they kind of get pain sometimes. But a lot of it comes down to bar position. Like if you watch my grip here, I'm going with my thumb over the bar, not under the bar. And a lot of times people will just wrap their thumb and their hands up. They'll be putting a lot of pressure on the wrist and not backing it. You want to stack the joint. So you see my wrist is stacked on top of my elbow, and it's gonna be stacked on top of my shoulder by the end of that set. So this is a 60-degree incline press here. Did some rest pause sets on this. So 6 to 8 reps, and then rest for about 30 seconds, and then see how many more I can do. And usually I get 3, maybe 4 more. And then we moved on to a converging press, similar rep scheme. These are actually 8 to 10. Now I like the converging press here. As you see, I really like to sink my head back too. Now this is a flat press variation. For my upper chest guys, I do a lot of 60-degree incline press, and I do a lot of 45-degree Smith machine incline press. Mostly Smith machine. I don't usually barbell very often. Or I'll do an incline machine press. But see how far back I tuck my head? A lot of people, I think, let their shoulder blades come up off the pad. I tuck everything back, and I keep my head driven into that pad and really just try to keep my chest coming forward. Those reps at the end were a little sloppy, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Then got over on this Arsenal side raise machine. Fits me perfectly. I really like this one. Now, I'm not directly out to my sides either. I'm slightly diagonal to keep it in the plane of my scapula and shoulder blade. Single arm pushdowns. These were the finishers for triceps. So starting to get some detail in the muscle. As you can see, there's some grain there, some micro veins. This, I'm just trying to hit a hard squeeze, and once you kind of start to fail, you could still get a few reps in the mid-range, and they're still going to be good. Now, this exercise, single arm overhead tricep extension, I see a lot of people that will try to lock the tricep out and make this like a tricep squeeze exercise. This is not one of those. This is all about the stretch at the bottom. So really, guys, 7 weeks, 5 days out, check-in is going down right now. Sent pics and my full check-in form to coach earlier. So let's go ahead and see live what the feedback is. I haven't even opened the email yet. I was waiting to be able to jump on video and share it with you guys. So this is a live check-in. Let's see what coach's feedback is. Here we go. This week I am increasing cardio to 45 minutes 6 times per week. 45 minutes 6 times per week. I'm also increasing your Yohimbine dose to 10 milligrams pre-cardio. Only take this on cardio days. On Thursday, I may create a new low day diet for you to start adding in a couple days per week, but for now you're dropping well and looking lean, so diet is staying the same. I know with the increased cardio and that increased androgens will tighten you up and get that much harder very soon. No free meals or high days yet. You aren't looking flat enough yet, but it will come soon. So I'm going to go ahead and screen record this too if I can record audio at the same time. So here's where we're at, guys. That's what coach says there. This is the nutrition plan. This is where we're at. Cardio is now 6 times per week, 45 minutes, 12K steps a day. We have our PEDs, things we're going to need for the prep, and my supplementation. Let's actually continue recording, and let's scroll down. So here's my pictures, as you can see. So getting tighter, but 7 weeks and 5 days out. Last check-in, I was 182.6, and I weigh 181, slightly below that, actually. So 181, we lost 1.6 pounds in the last, let's see, from Thursday to Monday. So that's, 4 days. So things are moving along. 205 protein, 188 carbs, 40 fat. We went from 5 cardio sessions, 35 minutes. Now we're going to 6 at 45 minutes, man. Going to be a grind, but we're here for it. So we're going to make it happen. Good. Overall, I feel pretty good, guys. Appetite's climbing a little bit. I'm hungry. I haven't ate yet today. I'm ready to eat. Fasted blood glucose was 74. So, yeah, man. My body is hungry. Well, guys, that's going to do it. Guys, I know it might seem a little harsh to say you're not bodybuilding if you're not sleeping. I'm blessed. Let's just say that, to be able to have a job to where I can take naps intermittently throughout the day and I'm able to get, my 6 to 8 hours each night. Not everybody is able to do that, so sometimes you got to just do what you got to do. Ideally, at least 6 hours you need, though, and if you can get a nap in here and there, do it. But it is so key. I just ate my meal 1, and it's time to lay down for a nap for about an hour. Then I'll get up, I'll eat meal 2, and then we're going to head over to the gym shortly after that for a chest day and 45 minutes of cardio with 10 milligrams of yohimbine going in for that cardio session. So time to knock out. Well, guys, it's been a long day. It's later in the day on Monday. Did my check-in with Coach earlier, and man, it has been a non-stop day with clients. Made a few videos, which I posted. I posted up the 8 and 9 weeks out video. I also posted up a video on how to take your progress photos. Go watch those videos, but also watch this video because we're about to get down to some real business here in this video. However, we still have a workout to go finish today. So we have the rest of my chest, shoulder, and tricep day to finish. I have about 5,000 steps to finish today. And like I said earlier in the check-in, Coach has increased cardio to 6 times a week on the bike for 45 minutes. Dude, it's getting real. We are under 8 weeks out right now, and this is where the rubber really does hit the road. So what are we going to do? Well, this is what we signed up for, and we're going to thug it out. In good news, however, I did get a new product in the mail today, which I'm going to share with you, which is going to be L-Carnitine. This is the injectable form of L-Carnitine. Now, why an injection? Well, the oral liquid form of L-Carnitine that you see at the supplement stores, the bioavailability is extremely low. It's between, I believe, 7 to 14%. Don't quote me on that exactly. And also the oral form of L-Carnitine can cause inflammation as well as cause a raise in an enzyme or a bacteria called TMAO, which can give you issues with your gut. So while carnitine does have benefits, the benefits are really in the injectable version. And this is completely legal. So this is dosed at 600 milligrams per milliliter. I'm going to stick with 600. However, what is this product actually good for? Well, it's good for endurance and it is good for fat loss. I've heard about it for a while and I have never yet pulled the trigger on it up until this point. So I decided to give it a shot myself. Now, I've never actually used this product. I've used the liquid form in the past, but couldn't tell you if I got anything from it. This will be my first time using the injectable. Like I said, I have 45 minutes of the bike tonight. I've got another 8, 10, 12 sets of a workout to finish. And then I've got 5,000 steps to hit. So what I'm going to do, in the way the L-Carnitine works, is it works well pre-workout. It also works well pre-cardio. Now, it's ideal that you have some carbohydrates along with this product for maximal absorption. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and take 1 ml intramuscularly of the L-Carnitine. So that'd be 600 milligrams with my pre-workout meal, which is going to be 50 grams of berries, a scoop of protein, some almond butter, and then after that, I will get enough of an insulin spike for this stuff to begin working. It usually works within 30 to 45 minutes and absorbs. So we'll do the workout. We'll see how we feel from the workout. And then I'm going to do another 600 milligrams pre-cardio. But while I do that, I'm going to sip some amino acids leucine will trigger a bit of an insulin spike enough to where this will actually get to where it needs to go. So I'm not going to bore you guys with the science, nor do I know all the science. I would try to learn as much as you can on your own. I'm just kind of regurgitating what I've already heard. And this is going to be more of a personal anecdote. And if it's great, well, I'll recommend it. But if it's shit, I'm not going to stand by it. I'm not getting paid to recommend this at all. But I am definitely interested in it. And we're going to give it a shot. Literally. Actually, 2 shots tonight. So, okay, guys. So this was after taking the 600 milligrams of L-Carnitine intramuscular injection pre-workout with my pre-workout meal. And I had a damn good workout, I would say. Looking back, this was a pretty good workout. For it being the end of the day, I couldn't tell you if it was L-Carnitine or it was just the end of the day and I was just ready to be done. Here's another great exercise for chest, though. This is a decline coastal cable press. Now, I load this pretty good, pretty decent weight here. But I'm really just trying to drive my hands and train that shortened position as much as possible. I do load the stretch. As you see, I like to kind of hang back there in the stretch for a second or two and get the most out of that there. But, damn, dropped my phone. I don't know what the hell I was doing here. But sometimes I'm even getting to the machine like this, like I'm about to do like some acrobatic weird things. But this is really what it looks like. So it's not a chest fly. It's a press. You're just using the cables, and these feel great, man. These have like really rounded out my chest, I really feel like. But you can see I'm getting some striations through the chest, some vascularity. I'm not going to just say that's from all the L-Carnitine. It's from a lot of the work that I've been putting in and just training properly, diet, nutrition, everything. But overall, I did have a good workout. And this was only my first day using it. I've got a few more days under my belt now of using it. And yeah, I would say that this workout went by really well, and the workouts over the last few days have gone by pretty well. Also, my cardio sessions have gone by fairly smooth, taking 600 milligrams daily. So this was the post-workout pump. Try to find the best lighting in EOS, and I mean, dude, this was like Monday at like 10:11. I got out of there about midnight after it was all said and done, and it was still busy. It's crazy how popular the gym has become nowadays, and I'm all for it, man. And then we got in that 45 cardio and 5K steps. All right, guys. So 7 weeks and 2 days out currently. Just got my check-in feedback from Coach here, which I'm going to go ahead and play it live for you guys.
What's up, Matt? So, looking really good here. We are almost 7 weeks out. I guess this Saturday, you'll be 7 weeks out if it's a Saturday show, which it probably is. And, obviously, the androgens have kicked in. The trend is in your system. You look much harder, more vascular. You look really, really good here. Of course, we do want to get you a lot tighter on your backside. Obviously, your midsection can probably get a lot harder as well. But that will come, and we're making good improvements right now. I'm not going to adjust your diet. I'm going to give you that Sushi Refeed tonight that I just sent you a message about. I want you to replace your last meal of the day tonight. So I want this to be your last meal. I want to make sure that we eat all that rice, all that fish, probably 2 hours before bed. Get some good sleep. Tomorrow, you wake up looking extra freaky. I want you to use soy sauce, and I want to make sure that these sushi rolls are just fish and rice only. Of course, that seaweed wrap is fine, whatever they use to make the rolls, but don't get any cucumber, carrot, avocado, none of that. Let's just keep it really simple with just fish and rice. And I do want you using the soy sauce. The sodium will do a ton for you. You can use a little wasabi as well if you like to mix that with the soy sauce, but let's keep it really basic, really clean. Just give you, some extra rice pretty much, and, see how you look when you wake up. I wouldn't be surprised if you actually drop some weight. You'll send me facet pics and body weight tomorrow on Signal, and then we're going to hold off for now on decreasing calories. We're not introducing a low day diet or an off day diet with lower carbs and higher fats or anything like that quite yet. You're doing really, really well on the base day diet, and we're going to hold off on adding Clint. We still have that Clint we can add in. We still have the Winstrol we can add in, but really happy with how you're looking now. Really if we can just get that backside shredded as fuck, I'll be super happy. Obviously, midsection as well, but usually the backside comes in last. Let's see. We recently made that cardio increase. We didn't see a drop in weight, but I think that we will after this refeed for sure. This estrogen stuff. So, you think your E2 is low. I don't have you doing a ton of aromasin. The whole idea there is, the mast is going to have some anti-estrogen properties. and our ratio of testosterone to masteron is pretty solid. You know, we should find that masteron is really causing you not to convert a whole lot to estrogen or E2. So I have just a little bit of aromasin in there. I like aromasin because it doesn't negatively impact your lipid profiles quite as hard. When we're on Arimidex long term, it does have negative health effects. We don't have the same issues with aromasin. So I do prefer aromasin. If you are going to take Arimidex instead of aromasin, you know, I would honestly just do like 0.5 milligrams, maybe twice per week, maybe 3 times. You were doing 0.5 milligrams 3 times per week, and to go down to 0.25 3 times per week. Yeah, you could do that. Really, I would probably just do, I would do a half milligram. I would do a half milligram 2 times per week and see how that goes if you're going to do Arimidex instead. I know you said that aromasin, you don't get as much out of it. Maybe you're telling me that because you feel like you get some gyno symptoms or something, but really aromasin is going to be the healthier option. But if we have to do Arimidex, you know, we will just at some point try and go back to aromasin. Maybe not this prep, but maybe after prep. Yeah, if you can run labs for E2, please do so. We'll see where that's at. Really like what you put here about the 3 things you're grateful for every day. That stuff really, really makes a difference. All right, man. So that's what we're doing. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning after you do that refeed. Let me know if you have any questions.
So that's what Coach has to say. So, guys, yeah, my estrogen, I thought that we were doing aromasin 12.5 milligrams 3 times per week, but it's only 2 times per week. So I did get the estrogen a little bit low. I actually ran out of aromasin, so I've been doing Arimidex, and I've been doing 0.5 milligrams 3 times per week. And that's just a bit too much. So here's the thing, like as you diet down, you get leaner, you don't convert as much of your testosterone into estrogen. If you're carrying a higher body fat percentage, you're going to aromatize more because you make more of that aromatase enzyme in your fat cells. So what the aromatase enzyme does is converts your testosterone into estrogen. And that's why we use an aromatase inhibitor. Now, there's some benefits to estrogen. However, keeping it in range is ideal because what it's going to do with it being in range is going to keep your lipid panel, which is your cholesterol, it's going to keep that in a good spot. It's good for your brain. It's neuroprotective. It's renal protective, which is your kidneys. It also helps prevent osteoporosis and, you know, joint issues and things like that. So it's very important to have some level of estrogen. And those are like the, you know, things that are going on inside. And then if you want one that's another really important factor for estrogen, if your estrogen's super low or super high out of range, it's not in the right spot, you can have libido issues or difficulties getting erections. Mine was getting really low, guys, and I was starting to get pretty irritable and fatigued, and I was having trouble sleeping. My joints have been okay, but yeah, like no libido, which isn't like a big deal for me because when I'm prepping, like I don't focus on sex, man. I want to win. Like there will be sex later, but the estrogen can't get too low because if you start to feel really fatigued at 7 weeks out, it's hard to make it through another 7 weeks feeling like that. There is kind of a time and place to go a little bit lower, maybe towards the end of a contest prep. I don't know exactly what the range is. I believe it's around 30, like between like 20 and like 30 or 35 for men is a good spot. I think it could even go up as high as 50 on some tests, but don't quote me on that. I typically like my estrogen if I'm in an off season around 40 to 50, maybe 35. And I'm in a pretty good spot right there. I don't exactly know what my estrogen level is at right now, having not gotten blood work recently. I'd imagine it's low. It could be possibly single digits. It could be in the low 10s or 12s. Who knows? It might be somewhere around there. So what the plan is to pull labs actually on the 24th, which is going to be in 11 days. That way I can adjust my stack a bit, pull back on the anti-estrogens or aromatase inhibitors, and see what my labs are going to show for dialing in my dosages. And I think we'll be in a good spot from there. Now, if you want to get blood work, guys, I have a link I'm going to attach below, and you can get your own custom panel. So 181 this morning. Getting pretty tight, but we still got some more work to do. Gonna replace my last meal, which we're gonna go ahead and replace my post-workout with sushi. So I'll still have 5 meals today, but the sushi is going to be just fish and rice. Keep it basic. We don't want the veggies to slow down the digestion. We just want to keep things moving through. And I'm going to take pictures tomorrow, so I'll get on here again, show you guys that, and we'll see what happens with weight. It could go up. It could fire up my metabolism. I could be burning up all night. So we'll see what happens, and I'll see you guys at sushi.